My name is Amanda and welcome to The Den Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be doing the week ahead or weekly reading, which is a new thing or series here on my channel. And these are timeless readings, so whether you're watching this at the time of my posting for that week ahead or 2 years down the line, it doesn't matter. The energies are still going to be exactly what you need to hear for your upcoming week. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. So once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. And I just want to remind you guys before we get into this that these are general readings, and my weekly readings tend to be a little quicker and maybe not as in-depth, but it would still give you enough guidance for the week to help you out, I hope. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. Just going to put that little guy right over here. Okay, so we have the Balsamic Moon card, and it says here, a time for healing. So this week, there's going to be some healing taking place and I see this not as just one specific area of your life, but like all the different facets of your life. Like there may be some sort of aha moment that comes to you that you really take like I just see like you taking this quantum leap forward in your spiritual journey, your healing journey, maybe even in your career, healing from past wounds or traumas that have happened in your childhood, or I just see especially the workplace or dealing with people, coworkers, and I just see for maybe a handful of you that maybe you've been dealing with some toxic female energy in the workplace, or having a lot of toxic female energy as clients or whatever, or just dealing with a lot of toxic female energy coming up from your past, from ancestral wounds or traumas that maybe you yourself have been going through, and it's really been triggering you lately, a lot of you, I do feel. And this is that time for healing. There is healing on the way this week, and maybe even if you don't heal completely from these things, this is a nice little spark of you knowing that there's work being done in your life, and your guides, your angels are really close to you at this time, I feel, because when we are going through that dark night of the soul, or rough patches, or stagnancy, or just feeling like we could do better in life, our guides and angels are always there, willing and ready to help. All we have to do is ask. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more information. Actually, I want to start with this deck because I want to grab 2 from this deck. Okay, what can group number 1 expect for the week ahead? This one. Blessed change. I mean, what was I just saying about all this healing that's happening? A major life change brings you great blessings, it says. And then, wow, this, you can't make this stuff up. I'm glad that I'm doing these weekly readings where I'm shuffling on camera so you can just see the magic at play. This blessed change for many of you, this healing for many of you, is having to do with self-forgiveness, ways you've treated yourself. Let go of old guilt. Remember that you're God's perfect child. So this is just, you know, accepting that maybe you hadn't been living up to your potential, but that doesn't mean that you have to continue living that way. I know a lot of people beat themselves up for not making goals, or, you know, doing X, Y, or Z by X, Y, or Z age or date. And, you know, we can all really harbor this sense of resentment or guilt, or I just feel like this yucky feeling that we get sometimes when we hold things against ourselves for not being good enough or perfect in some way. And this week is going to really, you're going to see a big change in that facet of your life, especially your own internal world. But, you know, as within, so without, like I was saying with this healing, it's going to leak into every facet of your life. But of course, like all healing, this is going to start within you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more information. But this blessed change, this is a major life change. It has very 5 energy, big changes coming. And not all change is, as we see it on the surface, good, especially if we're breaking up or leaving a toxic thing behind. At first, maybe we're like, I don't want to leave this thing or this person. But a lot of times, when you can finally make that step that you need to make and then you move forward, you can look back, a week, a month, a year after that and realize, okay, this needed to happen because now look what a better place I'm in. Okay, so we now have traveling lightly. Simplify your life. So I think with this big change, many of you are going to be kind of making plans, if not taking the actions on these plans, to maybe clear some clutter out of your life or just simplify your schedule. Maybe you really, I just see like a candle burning at both ends. Like you've really overextended yourself in some way, and maybe a lot of times you have to break promises with people to hang out or, reschedule things with clients, or you're just maybe dropping the ball in certain areas where other people may understand, like, oh yeah, no problem, we'll do it next time. But you're beating yourself up for these things at times, I'm feeling. But this week, you're going to really see that maybe the ways you've been operating have really been, I see like that Stretch Armstrong guy now. If you are a child of the 80s and 90s, you might remember Stretch Armstrong. Like you're just stretching, but you're coming to this awareness or this aha moment like I was talking about, that you can't continue the way you've been, especially this week. There may be, a big change that you're preparing for or that kind of comes crashing down on you. I don't mean this as like a big tower moment. This is definitely something you've seen coming, so there's no surprises here. I'm seeing this as a build-up because there is healing going on. This has been building for a while, but you guys are really realizing that, okay, now's the time to make these changes. And I'm starting to get crown tingles, so I know I'm onto something here. But traveling lightly, this just might also mean if you are going on a trip or, trying to make something new happen in your life, don't try to go all in and bring all these different details into play. Really make, like, especially if you are trying to plan for the future, maybe don't try to go into such specific detail. You get bogged down by the details, but make like a general overview of what are the major steps you need to take to make something happen in your life. Simplifying your schedule, simplifying your plans, your process are really going to help you, because you can always at a later date, after this week is over, when you're just really in this healing bubble, then you can make more detailed plans, because I think it's just going to overwhelm you with all these changes and self-forgiveness and healing that's going on for you this week. Okay, what else does group number 1 need to know about the week ahead, the upcoming week? Okay, so we have health. So there's something going on with your health, or maybe there's been some little intuition you've had about your health, like maybe I should go get this checked out, or maybe I should change this aspect of my health, like maybe changing to a healthier diet or a healthier, sleep schedule, something like that. But there's something like that coming into the forefront of your mind. So if there is something, a little ailment or a little pain or a niggle that's kind of saying, hey, I should go get this checked out, please follow through on that guidance, because that is your intuition, that is your guidance system, your spirit team, your guides, your angels, giving you that little bump to say, hey, this needs a little bit of attention. So your health may need a little bit of attention in some way this week. That's going to be different for each of you, so I won't go into too much detail, but for a handful of you guys, I think there's been some sort of health issue on your radar for a while, and maybe you thought, oh, I'll see a doctor next week or next month when I get paid, or, we always have something else going on. I just remember you were stretched so thin. This week, making your health a priority, your healing a priority, is going to be huge for you guys. But then we have the number 71 here, which adds up to an 8. So you guys are manifesting something better. You're manifesting better health this week. Maybe these ideas or these changes you're making are having to do with your health. And maybe beating yourself, oh, here we go, I see a very specific thing where someone knew, maybe I'm not eating the best, I've gained a lot of weight, and you've really held that against yourself. You've really beat yourself up. But this is just for 1 or 2 people I'm really feeling. This isn't everybody. So if this part doesn't resonate, please leave it behind. But if you've been beating yourself up for the way you've been eating or not getting enough sleep or the way that your body looks, it's time to stop all that and just try to make that new plan. You know, again, not too detailed because this week you may be overwhelmed with this healing, but make the plans, make the changes that you need to make. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what else we need to know for the week ahead. What else does group 4 need to know this week? And I want this one because it's bent in my hand. A new earth. So it says here, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So for many of you that are my beautiful star seeds, my light workers, my warriors of light, whatever labels you want to put on that, if you are on a more spiritual journey, this is just letting you know, keep holding your vision on the world that you can just thrive in, the world that you can be completely healed and happy in, because it is happening. Of course, it probably won't all happen this week, but again, with this card, I'm feeling epiphany. There's going to be a little trigger or epiphany in your life that is going to catapult you forward, that quantum leap I was talking about earlier, to put you on the timeline or the track that you are desperately seeking to be on. Okay, so what bit of self-care advice do we have for my group number 1 this week? I see him sticking out right here. Okay, build strength. And I know this looks like she's boxing or something like that, but I'm feeling like this is more about your inner strength and just realizing you can do it. You can make these changes in your life. You can forgive yourself. You can heal. You can make your health a priority and make it really good. I just see you, again, not trying to bog yourself down with all these changes you want to make. If there are some major changes that you're going through or changes you want to make in your life, just take it one step at a time, one change at a time. Don't try to go all in and change 6 different habits at once, because you're gonna crash and burn, especially this week. Take it easy, really rely on that sense of inner strength. And now my left ear is ringing. Yes, your intuition is going to be key for you this week, and listening to your intuition and forgiving yourself, all key this week. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on in your love life this week. And this is I'm going to give a mini message for couples and a mini message for singles. That's it. We have trust. Okay. So for those of you who are single, I'm feeling like you may have just thought, okay, it's never going to happen for me. I'm never going to find the one. I keep finding these losers, or I don't have anyone at all, whatever end of the spectrum you're on. But I'm feeling like trust. Some of the change you're making, some of the self-forgiveness, you're learning more to trust yourself. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith that that person that you're seeking will eventually come. I don't think for most of you that's going to happen this week, but just you forgiving yourself, you doing this healing is going to free up some room to invite someone new into your life. But for my couples, this is just, I feel this week you are really strengthening your bond with your mate or your partner. You are really learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust your partner. You're learning to trust your bond together. And we do have a little angel child back here. So for some of you, you may already have children with this person, or you're planning to have children with this person. But whatever your scenario is, have faith that this situation is going to work out. Have trust that if you are going through some kind of negative cycles within your relationship, that doesn't mean that this relationship needs to be over. It just means for some of you there may be some blessed changes coming to more negative parts of your relationship. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, group number 1, that's all I'm seeing for you, but you will have to let me know below what you thought of your weekly reading, and if it resonated, any little stories or thoughts you want to share. We all love to scroll the comments section, and I love to see you guys making friends. And this is my second one of these weekly readings, and I hope you liked it. I got a pretty good amount of people saying they wanted me to keep going on these weekly readings, so I'm going to do them for at least the next couple weeks to see how they are received. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the upcoming week or the week ahead. And we have your hard work is paying off with this new moon in Capricorn card. So there's something you guys have been working on, either in your personal life, at work, in your relationships. It's going to be different for each of you. This is a general reading, so keep that in mind and only take what resonates for you and your situation. But wherever it is you've been putting in all that elbow grease and really working hard, you're going to start seeing fruits of that labor this week, whether that's in your career, in a passion project, in a relationship. If you've been putting in the time, you're going to start seeing some beautiful benefits. Okay, so what else can group 1 expect this week? Or group 2, group 2. All right, so we have one that wants to come out right here, and I want to get one more. What else can group 2 expect for the week ahead? Here he is. Okay. Wow, this is really beautiful energy. So, okay, we have first the Explore Your Options card. It's a time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. And group number 1 also had big changes or blessed changes coming in this position with this deck. So that's really beautiful. Then with the Treasure Chest card, it says an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. And I think that's going to be a direct result of this hard work you've been putting in. Even though you may have expected to see some results of the hard work you've put in, this says unforeseen. So like this is bigger or better than you expected to come your way from this hard work that's paying off. But for most of you guys, there's going to be a couple of different options or possibilities. I'm kind of seeing like a Two of Swords energy where I don't feel like you have the blindfold on like the Two of Swords, but it's like there are two distinct decisions or paths you could take this week. And just know, I'm just hearing in my head too, whichever path you decide to take was the right path. You are very strong with your intuition this week. I'm feeling like you are really tapped in and you know exactly what it is you need to do. It feels like even if maybe in the past you were really exploring 2 or more options, by this week you're really going to funnel it down or narrow it down to one distinct option that you're going to take. I love that. Okay, what else can group 2 expect this week? I think I want this one. Yep, okay, that's so funny because it almost goes against what I just said, but this is just letting me know that some of you, this is the Impasse card, reflect and redirect your energy. So some of you may be coming at, having this impasse where these 2 options are concerned, but I do feel for most of you, it's going to become really clear at least by the end of the week what you need to do, what direction you need to head in. But for others of you, this is just reflect and redirect your energy. Maybe you haven't had a lot of time to really weigh these options. Maybe you knew, okay, I could do X, I could do Y, but you maybe hadn't really done a pros and cons list or, just really felt into that intuition. But I feel like those of you who are still stuck in that decision, once you really check in with that gut feeling, that intuition, your heart, do a meditation about what would be best. Picture yourself taking this option, picture yourself taking that option, and really funnel it down. I keep seeing this funnel being funneled down, and it's like by the end of the week, you're gonna be past this impasse to know exactly what it is you need to do to move forward, and it's gonna pay off. Whatever decision you make this week, or decisions you're making this week, they're gonna pay off in a big way with this Treasure Chest card. Okay. What else can group 2 expect for the week ahead? This one right here. Okay, so we have synchronicity. So you guys may be seeing a lot of repeating numbers. One little example that I've been seeing is we have a mouse in our house, and everywhere I go, everything that happens, it's like it keeps, like mouse symbolism keeps coming up. So I had to look up what that meant, and I even found a mouse in my dryer. He had climbed in from the dryer vent that went outside and was just hanging out in my towels that I had to rewash after finding him and almost had a heart attack. I'm not scared of mice, but just, not expecting to see a mouse in your dryer when you open that up and start folding towels. But I think for you guys, there's going to be something that keeps following you, whether these are numbers or signs or symbols of some sort. And again, it's going to be different for each of you. But we have the number 87. 8 plus 7 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So you guys have this sense of unconditional love, this motherly energy going on this week, whether you're the mother or you're feeling like you need that mothering. And I think much like group 1, it may be because you guys have been really working hard. I mean, your hard work is paying off. You can't have something pay off if you haven't put that work in. So you guys have been putting that work in. And it's like, I feel like you guys need to really pamper yourself and mother yourself this week with this synchronicity card with the number 6 total here, where you guys are putting yourself first and, taking time to recharge your batteries. I think is going to be important for many of you this week, because you've really been working hard, and now's the time to let yourself have a bit of a break as you explore your options and see this good stuff coming out. Okay, what else can group 2 expect for the week ahead? I want this one right here. Okay, we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So when I think Horus, I think the Eye of Horus, or that third eye. And I'm really feeling like this is really tying in with that intuition. And then that protection, loyalty, safety, trust that we were talking about kind of with that number 6, that unconditional love, that motherly energy. You guys are going to feel the protection of your guides, the loyalty, the safety, and the trust. You're going to have that full energy once you make this decision and get past this impasse. You're going to have that full energy where you leap off the cliff and you know and you trust that your guides have your back. They're going to protect you in these decisions you're making to make your future better, because these are changes that I know many of you have probably been hemming and hawing over or trying to make happen in your life for a very long time. And this week you're going to start to see at least some of the benefits. I don't think the full benefit is going to be appearing this week for most of you, but for some of you with this treasure chest, it absolutely might. Okay, what self-care message do we have for group number 2 for the week ahead? How can group 2 take better care of themselves in the week ahead? And I think I want this one. Okay, so we have energy work with the master number 22 here. So yes, energy work, like I was saying about, trying to weigh your options and, get past this impasse. Meditation, checking in with your higher self, your guides, your angels, all of that's going to be really important this week with this, she's in this very meditative pose here. But energy work, I don't know if most of you guys understand or know this, but you guys yourselves are healers. And I just want you to know, I just heard in my head too, all healing is self-healing. Whether you go to a doctor and you have them do a surgery to make you better, or you do energy healing with someone and then they make you better, it's still you making you better, because all healing is through the self. The self has to give permission for the healing to happen. So if you guys are needing to do a little bit of energy work on yourselves, maybe doing some sort of guided meditation or a really specific meditation, and I do see that 1 or 2 of you already are like Reiki healers, or you have your own type of healing modality that you've created that you use to keep yourself in optimal health. This is just saying go ahead and move forward with that this week. Keep doing that. For some of you, this may be this hard work paying off is you healing something in your life, or you getting your healing business off the ground. But again, that's very specific. But energy work, you can look into what this might mean for you, because I'm seeing a very big scattering of different ways this is going to play out in your guys' lives this week. So whatever resonates for you with this energy work card, take it that way. Okay, let's go ahead and get a love message, and we'll do a mini message for our couples and our singles alike. Okay, I want this one. Okay, so we have wedding. Isn't that beautiful? So it says this situation involves marriage. So this may be an actual wedding for somebody that's getting married this week. But for others of you, if you're already married, this could just be you reminiscing, a kind of 6 of Cups energy about the day you got married or the day you met, and all that fun courtship and all of that. But others of you, this could, involve you, couples, taking your relationship to the next level, maybe getting an engagement, or just really committing to each other, moving in together, something like that. Or if you're my singles, this could just be you getting a glimpse of a future mate that you haven't even met yet. Maybe you are having dreams about getting married for some of you, or you're just, I don't know, I feel it's like very giddy, even though you don't have someone in your life as a single watching this. It's like you finally know that this person exists and they're out there, and you don't know if it's going to be a day, a week, a year till you meet this person, or 10 years, like you just don't know, but you have this sense of faith and trust with this Star Brothers card that you will eventually come together with this person. Okay, you guys, so that was my quick little message about the week ahead for you guys, and you will have to let me know below if you like this weekly reading. This is my second time doing these weekly readings, and the consensus of whether to keep doing these or not was a pretty resounding yes in my comments of my last weekly reading. So at least for the next couple weeks, I'm going to keep these around and see how they're received, and you will have to let me know below if this resonated, what you thought, any little stories you want to share, or anything like that. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. Alright, bye! Alright, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. Okay, and you guys have faith in your dreams with the waxing crescent moon. So this is beautiful, especially if you're someone who's felt a little bit dejected about the pace that your life is paying off in, or the hard work that you've been putting in, like we were talking about in group 2. If you feel like you've really put in the work, but things just aren't showing up in your life, the good things aren't really showing up in your life yet, just know these are on the horizon. And I feel like you guys are going to be getting a little inkling that your dreams are worth having this week. There's keeping the faith, and just knowing that these dreams that you have are eventually going to happen. Maybe not this week, but you will get a little boost this week to know that your dreams have merit, your dreams have value, and you should absolutely keep going. Okay, so what else can group 3 expect for the week ahead? Whoa, we got a flipper here. Oh my goodness! So we have faith in your dreams, then we have faith. So, trusting, having faith is going to be really huge. This is a double message, you guys. This is huge this week. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Like I said, intuition is key for many of you guys this week, of all these 3 groups. Intuition. So I don't know if the veil is very thin this week or what's going on, but you guys are really going to be tapped into that intuition. Okay, so we also have the Tranquility card. So when this card pops up, this is a big theme with the 3 piles is, not stretching yourself too thin, not doing too much, not taking on too much, especially if you're really going hard after these dreams. It says tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. It says here much needed self-care. So you guys have maybe not been taking the best care of your bodies, your health, your spirit, your emotions, just all the things. I just see maybe you've been going so hard in certain areas and really pinning all your hopes on certain things working out, and you've just really maybe neglected your self-care. And this is going to be a key week for you just to take that deep breath and really touch back in with your sense of peace, that intuition that you're taken care of and things are going to be okay, remaining positive, allowing yourself to meditate. She's got her eyes closed. I don't believe she's asleep here in this bath. I feel this is more of a relaxation, meditation kind of eyes closed here. So allowing yourself the time to step away from the manic, a schedule of trying to make your dreams a reality, and just allowing yourself some breathing room while still keeping the faith that the hard work you've already put in is still going to be working for you, even if you take a time out here and there during this week to do that self-care. Okay, so what else does group 3 need to know about the week ahead? What can group 3 expect this week? And I want this one on the top. These are still pretty I call these sticky cards because they don't like to slide very easily, so Okay, so we have choosing your path. All is possible. Have faith, all is possible. These all seem very, very tied together. And this card, when I read this, choosing your path, it reminded me of those choose your own adventure books that were around in the 90s, where, you know, at the end of the page, you would have instructions. If you want this to happen, go to page 32. If you want this to happen, skip ahead to page 54. But whatever it is you choose to do, just keep that faith in your dreams while you're making your choices this week. Choices were a pretty big theme within, I think it was group 2 as well. Making those choices to make your life better. So any choices that come up for you, I heard the same advice in group 2, make sure that you know without beyond a shadow of a doubt that whatever choices you need to make this week, you have tapped into your intuition and you're making the right choice. Even if the two options you have in front of you seem very similar, whichever one you choose was the right choice. So just have faith and know that, and you're gonna feel a lot better come the end of the week. Okay, what else can group 3 expect for the week ahead? This one. Teaching and learning. So there are going to be a couple of things coming up for you guys this week where you're going to be learning from something, and you may be even teaching someone else what you've learned. This could be a bit of news that you get where you're passing that information on to other people. This could be you wanting to just dive in with some of this self-care and relaxation time and read some books that have been on your bookshelf for quite a while. And I feel like these are more books to help you grow and learn things rather than your fictional books. But with this 57, 5 plus 7 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. So there is this creativity surrounding what you're wanting to learn about. So maybe you are wanting to level up in a creative field or learn more about one of your creative endeavors. And also, there is support here. There is working with other people, getting advice even from other people, new opportunities coming in from things that you're teaching and or learning this week from books, from other people, from TV, whatever. I mean, almost anything, if not everything, can be a teacher or a tool for learning. Okay, what else? Ooh, that one didn't want to go back, but I want to ask my question. Okay, what else does group 3 need to know about the week ahead? I want this one. Trust the timing. Oh wow, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, I'm so glad I'm doing these shuffling on camera for these weekly readings, because trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Trust the timing. Have faith things are working out. Have faith in your dreams. There is divine timing at play here. So even if you're working hard, you're really putting your nose to the grindstone and trying to push something forward, it just may not be the exact right time for this thing to take off, or this, the fruits of your labor to come to you, or your dream to come to fruition. But just know, time's not running out. So whatever hard work you're putting toward your dreams, however much faith you have that your dreams are going to work out, just know that when it's time, it will be time. And it will be time. It's not like you are not ever going to see these things pan out. As long as you're still putting in the work, holding the vision of what you want, it absolutely will work out, because you're taking action in the direction of your dreams. So trust the timing of whatever's going on in your life, whether that's at work, a creative project. And right as I said creative project, I see someone just wanting to put a project on the back burner for a while, even though you still have really big faith in this dream. Just know that that time away, that relaxation that you're going to take, that step back from this project is not going to make this project never happen or anything like that. If anything, when you come back to that project, you're going to be seeing it with fresh eyes and new perspectives from maybe things you've learned, to be able to incorporate what you've learned into this project and make it even better than if you try to, keep that nose to the grindstone and just push right through. And I think for many of you, this is some sort of passion project or something you're really, really passionate about. And just saying that maybe it's just not quite the time for this dream to pan out. That's not you giving up on this dream. It's just letting you know, or you're, coming to the conclusion that maybe you do need that time away, you need that break, you need that step back. And just because you're choosing your path of stepping back from something or someone or some situation doesn't mean you're neglecting or abandoning it indefinitely. Just for maybe this week or 2 or month or however long your intuition is telling you to step away from this thing or this person, follow your internal guidance, because it will not steer you wrong in this instance. Or really in any instance, if you're really listening to your gut. Okay. What self-care advice do we have for our group number 3s? Because especially with that Tranquility card, group 3, self-care is going to be huge for you guys this week. So this might be one of your most important cards that we're going to get. We have movement. Okay, this is beautiful. Okay. So what I'm really getting from this card is the fact that maybe a lot of you have spent a lot of time sitting at a computer or just feeling stagnant in your everyday life. And this movement card is letting me know that you guys, even if you just get up and kind of pace around your kitchen or take a walk around the block or go to the gym, whatever it is you do, it's going to really help fuel your fire. Even if you feel tired, even if you're wanting to do a little bit of relaxation, just know that when we've got, a lot of times when we are exhausted, sometimes that is pooled energy that's just kind of stuck or stagnant within our systems. And just doing even like a brisk walk around your block, or, you know, parking far away if you have to go grocery shopping, parking far away from the front door to where it's going to force you to kind of do a little power walk over to the front entrance, or, you know, walking around the store. You know, just allow yourself to get some movement, because it's really going to help things flow, is what I'm seeing. That energy that may be stagnant, the ideas that may be dormant in your body, once you start moving your body, it's going to start things flowing and get things moving, you know, hence movement. It's going to get things flowing for you guys, and it's really going to help you tap into your intuition as well. You may want to be doing yoga, tai chi, boxing, you know, whatever it is that is your jam as far as moving your body, a walk. I keep seeing someone walking around the block. So that just may be something as simple as walking around the block, or walking around a store as you shop will help you kind of free up some of this stagnant energy within your body. But the number 36 here is just letting us know that adds up to a number 9, that you are at the end of a cycle. And I feel the cycle you're at the end of is just doubting yourself. You're coming into this new cycle of having faith and just knowing and trusting. We have 3 cards about trusting and having faith. That is huge, you guys. That is very huge. And also this card about knowing that all is possible. When you can really allow yourself to daydream and have the faith that things are working out for you, you're choosing to believe that these things are going to work out, where maybe your neighbor will think, oh, that's just impossible. I can never accomplish that. So why even bother starting or trying? You're different. You're not that way. You know that you were meant to do great things. Even if the great things are just great in your opinion, you knew you came to this earth to do something different, to do something better than what's already going on. Okay, so we want to get one more card for your guys' love life for the week ahead. We'll do a mini reading or a mini message for our couples and for our singles. Okay, so we've got codependency coming up. So it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So if you're couples, this is our couples message. You may just be really codependent on your partner or them on you, and that's maybe what's really making it so you just kind of want to take a time out. Some of you, this could be wanting to take a step back from a relationship or the intensity behind a certain relationship in your life. This could be love. This could be a parent. This could be a child. It doesn't have to just be a love message, but I think for the majority, it will be a partner that maybe you guys aren't on the same wavelength and maybe haven't been for a while. But have faith that you guys will eventually meet back up and be on the same page, on the same wavelength, and, you know, things are working out. But I feel like as separate people in this couple, you guys are each working on different issues of your life. Maybe one of you is really focused on work and the other's really focused on going within and trying to heal themselves. And, you know, just different wavelengths. But that by the end of the week, I feel like many of you guys are going to be coming to this kind of choice or decision, or just this, almost like I was saying in group 1, an aha moment where you realize that all this work that you've put into this relationship is absolutely worth it, and that you're wanting to step forward and continue on, but maybe in a different way. Maybe you're making some changes in this relationship. But then for singles, this codependency is really, for me, pointing back to the past, and that ways maybe you're still thinking of relationships, but it's based around the scope of maybe past codependency or past codependent relationships with parents, with your children, with past exes or lovers or past ex-spouses, whatever it is for you, different people, different messages, whatever resonates. But you're really kind of getting this aha moment around the codependency, and where maybe in the past where you had let too much of your guard down, or not enough of your guard down, or you just allowed people to walk all over you. You know, it's going to be different for each of you, but you're coming to this realization that there's a certain type of addiction either on your side or the other person's side, or both of your sides in the past, that really fueled the fire of what put the relationship out. It's like I saw it like a wildfire. It just burned itself out before it really got going for many of you. But for others of you, this is just you examining your own unconscious beliefs surrounding relationships and healing codependency issues from your past to help you call in a future soulmate eventually. I see a future soulmate on the horizon for many of you singles out there. Okay, you guys, I think that's all I'm seeing for your week ahead, but you will have to let me know below if you like these weekly readings. This is my second one so far, and I got a pretty good consensus of yes, keep doing these on my comment section of the first one. So if you still like to continue to see these, let me know below what you thought and if you liked it. I'll probably do at least a couple more to really gauge how these are being received and how much you guys like them before I decide to keep going or stop. I'll give you a couple more weeks to figure out if you want them to stick around. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.